I've been healing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions. Go to the high up. These they come from the cause. We different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes. I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone. He couldn't see the piranhas. Got it how to survive. I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those.
I didn't really listen to this album for real. Let's talk a couple songs.
Got the enemy toppled. I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process. No other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakra speak. I will not retreat. You can never compete. Your flesh is way too weak. I've been healing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping. In the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings.
After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs.
That cover pissed me off.
It's the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders and the champions of the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. McCarthy now going to start with a pass. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. On the run to the right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Searching for forward. It's not there. They get it. 4th down coming up.
I think it's safe to assume that is not how they envisioned that 3rd down play call going. And now after going backwards, it's going to bring up 4th down.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds.
Lock line. Ready? 76, go.
On the ground, here comes Ashton Genty. Room up the sideline at the 45. 20. 15. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
That's quickly out to Jefferson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
It's 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. To throw is McCarthy. This is intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. They're going to take possession here just shy of the 20.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, man, open downfield. And he will dive into the end zone. 76 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Now Carlson to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Raiders move out on top, 14-0.
Vikings, nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. He connects with Jordan Addison. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 20. And the Vikings, first down.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. Get this complete. It's Addison again. And he's very close to a 1st down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's McCarthy. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. It is brought in the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Pretty interesting sequence of play calls here, Mike. You can tell going into this game, they felt their matchups down here deep in the tight red zone were better through the air than maybe they were necessarily on the ground. We see 2 back-to-back throws. The second one, though, results in a touchdown.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Past the 60, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Throwing is Willis. He's got the golden dome. That's Michael Mayer. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
Brings up second and 5 at the 32-yard line.
So we've played a quarter here in Super Bowl 61. 14-7 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 5.
Panther 50. Panther 50. Viking 18. '79 Broncos.
Now, faking the give, out to his right. And that is incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And it's going to be third down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Third down, they need 5.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. 18 Pioneers. Dragon 60.
To throw, here's Willis. He's got the first down and more than that. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 33 yards.
Here we go. Tight. 6. 19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. Ready, right?
He'll run the draw with Genty. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Late Ashman on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
From the 33, here's second down and 7.
Ready. Bronco 80.
Willis now to throw. He'll look at Thornton over the middle. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. Second reception of this Super Bowl. And it's good enough for a first down. Willis exiting the pocket right. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll bring up second and goal.
And while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. And once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
Cup 19, Cup 19, Panther 11, Panther 11, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 70 Lions. Go.
Run out of the gun for Genty. And he's in! Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
The kick is good.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Pullman. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Raiders take over 1st and
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing, Willis. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's in. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Vegas. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Vikings 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From the 43, here's second down and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. To the left side here, caught by Addison.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
First and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in, and that'll go down as an incompletion.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
To the air once more is McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. He's got a receiver. It's Ty Felton. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Second and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again is McCarthy. This one caught by Felton. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Gain of 13 for number 13. And a first down.
Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
19 Lions. Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hey. Go street.
To throw once more. Here's McCarthy. This is caught at 2. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
I really like the play call. Sometimes you can catch the defense thinking run, and you can change it up on first down and go pass. The issue is, if you're the quarterback, you've got to get this ball out of your hand. It's either touchdown or out the back of the end zone into the bleachers, because you cannot afford to go backwards when you find yourself in a goal to go.
A run. And here's Mason. And he's into the end zone. Gordon Mason. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
To return is Tucker. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
The Raiders take over first down and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Ready, go!
They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
79 Broncos! Trap 60, Cowboy 80, Buffalo 18, Dragon 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
To throw is Willis. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Here's first and 10.
A gain of 18 on the play.
70 Rangers, 70, 19 Warriors.
Willis now to throw. That is intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus. And the Vikings are going to get the football at their own 40.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
On first down, here's McCarthy. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Ty Belton, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up second down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. It'll be a Vikings first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath, focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together, before we hit the halftime break.
They'll run. This is Mason. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
15 more yards. That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing here on first and 10 is McCarthy. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have it for this game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here comes Tucker. Whoa. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, here we go. 18, Pioneer. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Dragon, 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang, 19. 19 tight, 19 tight. Warrior, 70. Ready.
Now Willis. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
Ready, ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Reichard to kick off.
2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. To return is Tucker. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Hold it ready. Roll, roll, roll. Bronco 80. 70 Superbowl.
On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Buffalo, 70 Lions. Trap 60, trap 19, Tiger. Now go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Panther 11, 11, Panther 11, 18, Pioneer. Ready.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he'll be taken down up as the 40-yard line. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
60 down, come on. 19, Dragon 60. Mustang 19.
Throwing, Willis. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Harrison Smith. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Come on. Hey, check that. Cowboy 80.
On the ground is Mason. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. 1st down, Minnesota.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
19, Lion, cut 19.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He's got this on target to Addison. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. To the goal line and in. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expecting his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there.
Oh, we want to lag right then and there, like at all times.
He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big time connection for the touchdown.
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
So what?
19 tight. Cup 19. Cup 19. 70 Ranger.
Now, faking the give. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play here in the big game. That goes for 58. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Willis now to throw.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Cougar 19. Roll. Ready?
Here's a handoff to Genty. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Throwing is Willis. Moving to his right. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Here's Willis. That is caught. Rock Bowers. Touchdown Raiders. Now Carlson to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Raiders will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. So 1 quarter remains in Super Bowl 61. We are back for the 4th from New Orleans after this. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bison, 60 Cougar 19.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. On play action, here's McCarthy. He's got it inside the 5.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot, drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Let's go now.
that his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
His kick is good. Makes the score Raiders 35, Vikings 32. Will Reichard to kick off.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. To return is Tucker. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Dragon 60. Hawk 70. Hawk.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's a short one. Caught by Bowers. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Rangers, 70 Rangers. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. Let's go.
A run. Genty. And he was tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
A gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
On the jump.
From the 48-yard line. Here's second and a couple.
Let's go now.
Keep it on the ground with Genty. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. He gets this one complete to Johnston. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Here we go. Set. Purple leading. Ready.
They'll run with Genty. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Second and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Here's second and 6.
19 Lions. You're not. 19 Tiger. 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. A throw there on second down. Going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Throwing, Willis. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
19. 70. Panther 60. Panther 60. Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
To throw is Willis. And he's going to have the Raiders first down. As this defense too loose there. 18-19 on fourth down.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. We're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Genty. And he's got another one. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Las Vegas. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his third touchdown of the night. Carlson now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. 32. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Pioneer, 70 Raiders, Mustang 19, Dragon 60.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. It's second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
18 Raptors, 79 Broncos, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks, Buffalo 18.
On second down, here's McCarthy. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Gonna need a big play now, third down and long.
And it's third down.
19, 60.
Here's McCarthy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line.